¿Qué hubo, raza? Yo soy Ernesto Ayala, and this is Aztlán Weekly. We begin with news from our camarada Yvette Xochillot desde Orange County in Sur Califas. Between late September and early October, there were at least 4 migra-related confirmed operations and multiple surveillance sightings. 6 to 8 people were kidnapped, 5 day laborers in Santa Ana, and 1 targeted arrest in Stanton. ICE's operational trend has shifted from overt raids to roaming surveillance and vehicle-based stalking near labor and family sites. All regions of Orange County registered enforcement presence in a 10-day span. The pattern of observation observed before has shifted from mass operations to sustained micro-raids designed to create constant visibility and fear. Consequently, workers report avoiding routine sites. Families relocate or reduce movement. Community stress is also on the rise. Like earlier colonial policing logic, the contemporary form of control is through surveillance rather than spectacle. Roughly a week of coordinated enforcement has once again reshaped the atmosphere of the county. The use of disguised vehicles, pre-dawn raids, and stalking near schools and markets indicates a calculated and targeted testing of our communal endurance. What once appeared episodic has become continuous, and Orange County finds itself again functioning as a live testing ground for quiet, high-frequency enforcement dependent on visibility, fear, and data precision. On a lighter note, en otras noticias desde Los Ángeles Califas, according to Timeout.com, a San Fernando Valley North Hollywood birreria is now officially the #1 taco spot in the USA. According to Yelp's recently released 2025 rankings, Birreria Familia Castro has officially been crowned the best taco spot in the United States. The small family-owned business built on traditional Jalisco-style birria is now the center of Yelp's national spotlight. This means a fresh wave of taco eaters will soon be trekking to North Hollywood, and they won't just be arriving from Los Angeles. Food travelers love a list, and this one all but guarantees that Birreria Familia Castro becomes a must-visit stop for taco tourism. So if you're plotting your next taco run, you might want to plan an LA detour. Birreria Familia Castro is proof that a single family recipe can become a national treasure, one consomme dipped bite at a time. Now head over to 6102 Vineland Avenue, North Hollywood, Califas, in the 818. In news from our camarada Chista Garcilaso desde Arizona Aztlán, Arizona, according to a recent news article by The Guardian, a new border wall segment began construction in Arizona Aztlán's San Rafael Valley last month. The wall is expected to reach up to 30 feet high and stretch up to 27 miles long, bordering or cutting through southern Arizona's San Rafael Valley y Mexico. Critics warn of disruptions to wildlife. According to The Guardian report, Arizonans worried about the plan's impact on the numerous wildlife species that regularly move between the two countries, including jaguars, bears, and mountain lions. Russ McSpadden of the Center for Biological Diversity adds, the wildlife there have existed for over thousands of years in a connected ecosystem, and this wall will sever populations in half. He explains the wall can prevent animals like the endangered jaguar from migrating to find food and mates, which could mean their eventual extinction. Mientras settler Kristi Noem, the director of the Department of Homeland Security, has characterized the wall project as necessary to prevent people from entering the country unlawfully. Interestingly, the Guardian report states data from Customs and Border Protection show that in Arizona, border crossings were down more than 90% over August of 2024 along the Tucson sector, and this part of the San Rafael Valley has not traditionally been a frequent crossing site. It's as if that wall doesn't belong there at all. And from our camarada Enrique Cardiel desde Burque, Nuevo Mexicaslan, New Mexico. Community members have put up una ofrenda for Dia de los Muertos honoring those who have died in ICE custody. La ofrenda is at the Gutierrez Hubble House and will be up until November. Please come by to show your support, prayers, and thoughts for Raza and other women, children, and men that have died in Las Migras hands. For more information, visit gutierrezhubblehouse.org. In noticias from our camarada Andrea Martinez desde Crazy Town, Roswell, Nuevo Mexico. Community members are raising serious concerns about the recent Reno Air Show event in Roswell. While the event was promoted as a major opportunity for tourism, it appears to have resulted in a financial loss for the city of Roswell. Despite public interest and requests for accountability, officials have so far refused to release the financial reports or disclose the actual cost to taxpayers. Residents are calling for the full transparency and urging city leaders to provide honest answers about how public funds were spent and what the true impact of the event was on Roswell's economy. Our camarada Andrea also reports of Nuevo Mexico. The New Mexico Housing Summit took place recently. According to a report by Raza Unida member Geneva Martinez, 600 housing leaders from 24 states and 80 municipalities gathered their findings across the country. Small and mid-sized communities are facing the same crisis. Homes cost more than most families can afford, while building permits keep declining. 80% of families cannot afford the median home price. Rents have jumped 60% since 2017, and homelessness has risen 87%. Nearly 40% of new homes cost comes from regulatory requirements. Local governments create much of the red tape, and they can cut the red tape. City councils, planning boards, and county commissions already have the power to remove needless barriers that drive up cost and slow construction. Geneva Martinez urges small communities to promote density and diverse options such as allowing accessory dwelling units, ADUs, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes in areas zoned only for single-family homes, and welcome mixed-use development near jobs and shops while reducing outdated parking, lot size, and height rules. Embrace middle housing, such as townhomes, cottage clusters, and courtyard apartments. Neighborhood-scale choices for every stage of life. Lastly, streamline permitting by cutting impact fees, digitizing permits, and shortening review times. And now, noticias from our camarada Robert Ramirez desde Colorazlan. We are heartbroken to share that Consuelo Connie Chavez, a beloved mother of 3 from Colorado, has tragically lost her life in what family and friends are calling a suspected murder. Loved ones say she was set up by people she trusted, attacked by a group of young women, and struck multiple times by a vehicle. Neighbors report that parts of the incident were caught on Ring cameras, and over 100 people have already gathered for a vigil to honor Connie's memory. As a caring mom and community member, her children are now being cared for by their father, Jose. The family and community are demanding answers, saying law enforcement has not acted quickly enough to hold those responsible accountable. Police have promised updates, but frustration is growing as the community continues to call for justice. Please keep Connie's family, especially her 3 children, in your thoughts. In noticias desde Utah, Utah. Last month, Forbes released an article detailing how ICE is using fake cell towers to spy on people's phones. In its attempts to find and remove undocumented raza, La Migra has re-implemented the use of a tool known as a Stingray, a cell site simulator. According to Forbes, this technology tricks phones into thinking it's a cell tower, and when a suspect's device connects to it, La Jura, in this case La Migra, can trace its location. Its use is controversial because anyone in the same area as a target is at risk of having their information exposed. ICE was found using the Stingray or fake cell tower to track down an individual in Orem, Utah. Meanwhile, earlier this year, Straight Arrow News reported analyzing mobile network anomalies around a Washington state protest against ICE raids that were consistent with Stingray use. Again, Stingray technology and tools not only target specific individuals but entire communities by making anyone around the target vulnerable to having their private data exposed and reviewed without consent. Que gacho. Not only are they coming after us, they're tricking our phones into giving them our personal information. ¿Y pa' qué? What will they do to the data they review? Save it? Compile it? Sell it? Gacho. And news desde Nevada, according to 8newsnow.com, last week, retired Las Vegas Metro Police Department Captain and current Chief of Investigations for the Nevada Attorney General's Office, William Scott Jr., was fired for yelling an anti-gay slur after being pulled over and cited by local police for driving and handling a phone device. The encounter was captured on the responding officer's body camera, and it ended with Scott voicing a hateful anti-LGBTQ+ slur. Ironically, William was responsible for teaching law enforcement courses regarding ethics and leadership. Silver State Equality provided the following statement: "This incident underscores the persistent prejudices that continues to plague our society and highlights how easily some in positions of authority resort to demeaning language to belittle others." También news from our camarada Tomás Morelos Guerrero desde Tejaslan, Texas. National Guard troops are spreading in Illinois. Even though the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, and Illinois Governor J.P. Pritzker have stated that troops are not needed, as Trump calls the Chicago mayor and governor grossly incompetent, to even suggesting that both should be jailed. But Mayor Brandon Johnson and Governor J.B. Pritzker have been stating that all Trump wants to do is incite violence. It's also no surprise that it is the Texas National Guard being deployed to Illinois, since Texas Governor Abbott is a strong supporter of Trump. 500 National Guard troops will be arriving in Illinois. Governor Pritzker posted on X, "I will not back down. Trump is now calling for the arrest of elected representatives, checking his power. What else is left on the path to full-blown authoritarianism?" The governor continued, "His masked agents are already grabbing people off the street, separating children from their parents, creating fear, taking people for how they look, making people feel they need to carry citizenship papers, invading our state with military troops, sending in war helicopters in the middle of the night, arresting elected officials, asking questions. We must all stand up and speak out." And now, Aslan Mundial, porque we bring Aslan with us everywhere we go.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
I'm Scott Russell Duncan, Chicano writer and editor with the widest name. This is a special report for Atlan Weekly. Join me this next month, Heart of Whiteness, looking for Mexican food, cultura, and Mexicans themselves. I'll be finding raza and asking them, what's life like? What the are you doing here? And the real question, LA tacos, San Antonio tacos, or London tacos? I'm Scott Russell Duncan, Chicano writer and editor with the widest name. Scott! Here with fellow Pocho, Colton Campbell.
Kuka Campbell.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, that's not me.
And what was your name again?
Joanna.
Joanna. I'm here with Gianna at the Latin American House, asking her about life in England and what she thinks about Chicanos. So thank you for being on Athlon Mundial, which I forgot to add. This is Athlon Mundial. So first question, what's your background and what are you doing in the UK?
Okay. I'm originally from Colombia. Been here in this country for 14 years now, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
And what I do is, I don't know, I've been working in the voluntary sector for a long time, and I identify as my vocation to work for grassroots projects.
Oh, that's great. And how do you think life is for Colombians and other people like that in the UK?
Well, what I think we share as migrants here is especially that missing home feeling, because especially about the weather and the food. Colombia, it's a country that is predominantly warm and very rich in food, in vegetables and fruits.
Colombiana.
So yes, that's a common feeling in our community here.
I noticed that they're not fans here of fruits and vegetables, maybe?
Yeah, I think food here is much more expensive than in our territories, and also I think because of weather and transport and everything, it doesn't taste the same.
Brother, what's that, brother?
So have you ever heard the word Chicano before?
No, this is the first time. And yeah, I was very glad to find myself learning about the concept. And I mean the richness behind the Mexican culture that I wasn't even aware of.
Have you heard of like Mexican Americans in general, or like do you have any idea about them?
Yes, I have some kind of idea from the Mexican friends that I have here. Also, I think that in terms of the America territory, I think Mexicans are privileged in some way to have a rich culture they still kind of explore and learn from in comparison with other countries.
Colton, would you like to ask me?
Where should we go get
In
Colombian?
London, Colombian food. Well, luckily we have like hotspots in the city where it's easy to find what you call street food, which for us is like caviar. So yes, there are different areas, especially South London in Elephant and Castle, and is that North London or West London? Haringey. North London.
So we have a certain person here at the moment, I mean, not here in Latin American House, but in this country, but have you heard about the what's going on in the U.S. and what do you think about generally about that? As far as like the ICE
Yeah, I mean,
kidnappings?
in my experience, unfortunately, I have heard from family and friends living in the U.S. I don't follow the news that much, to be honest with you, because I am all the time kind of afraid of how much the information I receive is going to contaminate my judgment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about their own experiences, and mainly it's not about the broad environment, but it's more about their personal individual journey, how afraid they are, how discriminated they feel, how uncertain the situation is for some of them at the moment.
For a bit of a change up, do you like tacos?
If I can be completely honest, I'm a burrito fan.
It would be what?
Burrito.
Oh, burrito. Okay, yeah. I mean, I like both myself. So you never had? Are you aware of the taco war that's going on between San Antonio, LA, and other areas? It's the pressing concern upon most Chicano brows right now.
Is there a taco war here?
I haven't heard of it, but again, I think
Secret war.
I don't have, because I always eat burritos.
Oh, I see. So yeah, it's
I just love
the other
pizza.
side of the fence for you. Right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I cannot comment much on that.
Well, it's been great chatting with you. Yeah. And it's really cool that you're on here. And any last comments from anyone that would like to say?
No, but I'm dying to go to Mexico because I really want to eat a lot of food there.
Me too. That's great. Good thing to end on. So this is Aztlán Mundial. I'm Scott Russell Duncan. Scott! And see you next time.
Now we return you to our regular scheduled program.
And now, eventos en Aztlán. From our camarada Chista Garcilaso desde Arizona Aztlán, Arizona, come by for our ongoing art exhibit, Orale Pachuco. This exhibition is on display at the Arizona Latino Arts and Cultural Center, Galleria in downtown Phoenix. You can catch it now through October 28th. This is a great thing to do with the kids while on fall break. For more info, visit alacarizona.org, ALAC Y en Española, Nuevo Mexico, the organization Tewa Women United announced the event Love Shouldn't Haunt You. It's skate jam to end dating violence. Everyone is welcome. This event takes place Saturday, October 11th from 1:30 to 6 p.m. at Valdez Park in Española, Nuevo Mexico. Come through for music that mixes without borders, a costume contest, and food from CNG Grill, Howdy Cakes, and Cream Bee Ice Cream. For more info, email Jamie, Jamie, at tewawomenunited.org. Y Cultura Markets desde Tejaslan invites Raza to the Spooky Market, taking over Casa Azul on Sunday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this fun day full of community and Halloween fun. This is a free event filled with local vendors, coffee, food, live DJ, trick-or-treating, spooky games, activities, and more. Come shop, sip, trick-or-treat, and celebrate the spooky season with us. For more info, find them, Cultura Markets, on Instagram by searching Cultura Markets. And 8th Street Solidarity, a mutual aid organization desde San Fernando, Los Angeles, Califas, invites you to the San Fernando Valley's really free market, 3 to 7 p.m., 6262 Van Nuys Boulevard, Van Nuys, Califas. Join us for free food, free clothes, free medical care, and so much more. This is a community-powered event and practice of mutual aid for collective liberation. For more info, search 8th Street Solidarity. Our camarada Andrea Martinez desde Nuevo Mexicaslán, New Mexico, would like those in Roswell to know the Food Not Bombs Roswell Division, a nonprofit under the umbrella of Hagerman Forward, serves food to those in need every Sunday at 1 p.m. and Thursday at 4 p.m. If you reside in the Roswell area and are in need of food, please contact Jocelyn Smith for food distribution locations. She can be reached at 575-208-9509, 575-208-9509, or you can visit their Facebook page, search Food Not Bombs Roswell NM. You can also visit foodnotbombs.net. Food Not Bombs Roswell, New Mexico is a community organization dedicated to feeding the hungry. They believe in providing nutritious meals to those in need rather than wasting food on bombs and violence. Volunteers prepare and serve meals in public spaces, fostering a sense of community and support. And from our camarada Joe González desde Califas, La Resistencia Brown Berets Nacional y la Mesa Nacional de los Brown Berets, in conjunction with the North American School for Organizers and the Second Rainbow Coalition, invite you to join La Clecha, Fireside Chats, revolutionary political education classes. Join them online to sit around the fire para una plática that looks forward to build structure within the movement of community organizers and learn about history, unity, and resistance. This is a weekly online event taking place via Zoom every Thursday evening at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it is open to the public. For more information, visit naso.network. And now Aztlán Weekly presenta Palabra.
Hola, hola raza. This is Dios Xochiquetzalcoatl with a poem for you from my collection titled West of the Santa Ana and Other Sacred Places. And the poem is titled One Mariposita Que Tried to Fly. Some people insist on being rooted, yet not all of us are trees. Others insist we grasp the ground when there are those of us who have wings. Creepy crawlers know one thing, to creep and crawl the earth. There are those of us who fly through skies, been doing so since birth. I was born in LA County, raised in the great OC. I've roamed through the counties of Riverside and the ginormous SBC. I jumped across the border to reconnect with my Chicali roots. My earthly regalia runs the gambit from ribbon skirts to classic suits. The Purepecha mariposa makes every corner her home. I too am a Tzintzun, meant to roam and roam. Yet some people still insist, trying so hard to root down my knee. I too am a butterfly, flying high and flying free. Thank you.
And now, shoutouts. Our camarada Hashid Quintos Navarro, desde Centro Califas, would like to give a shoutout to the East Side Car Club, aka V-Class. The organization originated in Fresno and became a central figure in local Chicano lowrider culture, especially during the 60s and 70s. The club's members used customized cars and especially hydraulics and distinctive paint jobs to express cultural identity and pride amid a society that often marginalized Mexican-American youth. V-Class has helped foster community cohesion and intergenerational ties, encouraging mentorship, passing down technical skills and values of respect, family, and cultural celebration to younger generations. Though some of the original cruising traditions have faded or been regulated, the legacy of V-Class persists through storytelling, car shows, and the continued influence of lowrider culture in the Central Valle de Califas. For more information, find them on Instagram and Facebook by searching East Side Car Club Fresno. Our camarada Petra Salazar, poet, educator, and culture worker desde La Española Valley in northern Nuevo Mexico, would like to give a shout out to the organization HOPE, Honor Our Pueblo Existence, HOPE, a community organization of the Capo Owinge, Santa Clara Pueblo, that continues to work in the lifeways of our Pueblo people to protect our culture and environmental health. Find them on Instagram by searching Honor Our Pueblo People. Y también, we at Aztlán Weekly would like to make a special shout out to Diosa Xochiquetzalcoatl for sharing sus palabras for our palabra segment. For more, follow her webpage, diosax.net. And another special shout out to Hennessy Pedro Parker desde Houston, Tejaslan, for providing his Firme beat for the same segment. If you'd like to hear more from him, visit soundcloud.com/Hennessy-Pedro-Parker. And once again, our camarada Veronica Aliel would like to give a shout out to all Raza who are in any way contributing to building locally in their communities and an invite to join El Partido Nacional de la Raza Unida to build national political power. If interested, visit razaunidaparty.org. That's razaunidaparty.org. And finally, Aztlán Weekly would like to hear from you, Raza. If you reside anywhere in Aztlán and would like to share newsworthy events with us, or if you would like to make a special shout out to family, friends, y queridos, or an organization serving our community, or if you would like to share your thoughts, cáiganle. Shoot us an email at news@aztlanweekly.com, or you can visit our website at aztlanweekly.com, and you can also find us on social media. Search #Aztlán Weekly. Gracias. Que viva la raza y que viva Aztlán libre. Es todo.
Minutes, Coordinated Universal Time.